Hi guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to another sit down chit chat video. Friend, big sis, whether it's a sunny day outside, whether it's gloomy and rainy, whether it's the morning, the night, your day off, or you have to go to work or have errands to run. I am so glad you are here to join me, and I'm nice and cozy. I have my heater on. I have my heat pack with me to keep me nice and warm. I'm just obsessed with walking around with a heat pack, even though I have the heater on and a big warm jacket on. I am just obsessed with walking around with a heat pack at the moment. I don't know if it's a phase, but the past few, I'm gonna say months now, I've just been walking around with it like tucked into my pants. So I'll make sure I'm wearing like older like leggings or even like older trackies, and I just have them tucked in either like the front or like my back. I don't know why, it just keeps me warm and it feels good and it looks so funny, like just this bulge like popping out when I'm walking around. But anyway, that's my current obsession, is just walking around with a heat pack because it keeps me warm and it's also just comforting. I've even started like driving with it. Like if I'm driving to work, I'll just heat it up a little bit and just not have it tucked in, but I'll just sit it on my lap and just, I don't know, maybe I need to have a baby. I don't know what that means. I just find it so cozy and comforting. There's just something about it. So today's video, I have a list, of course, and I have named it Time to Let Yourself Be Happy. And these are just some notes I have been thinking about over the past few days that I thought I could sit down and just share with you guys. So I'm so glad you joined me on today's video, and let's start chit-chatting about it. Number 1. It's a good thing to be proud of yourself or something you have done, no matter how small or big it is. And yes, this explains itself. Celebrate. Oh my gosh, this is high. It's annoying me. Remember to celebrate the small wins or the small things that you have done. No matter how small you think it is, all the small things at the end of the day add up to the end big result. And I feel like I've spoken about this in a video before, but I just think it is important to speak about quite a lot, because a lot of the times we do get caught up in the long term, like overall, the big goal, the big, desire, which is a great thing. It's really good to have those big, huge goals to reach, but to get there, we need to take the small steps to ever get there. And a lot of the time we forget to celebrate those small steps and small wins. So it's just a reminder to celebrate, no matter how small, no matter how big it is. It is a goal, it's something you have achieved, and everything little adds up. One of the ways I like to think about it is even just with housework. Like I've got pretty busy days, as I'm sure we all do, and I can't unfortunately scrub the whole house every single day, but whenever I can, in the mornings or the afternoons, like before or after work, just a couple of little things around the house just add up, whether I do the one load of washing that day or the vacuum that day or cleaning the toilet, like whatever it is, it's all adding up to keep the house clean. And just because I can't scrub every section of it every single day doesn't mean it's not staying clean. And same with the money thing, which I'm pretty sure I have spoken about. Putting a little bit of money away every week will add up to the big lump sum at the end of the day. So the end of, not literally the day, but for one day. So yeah, let's celebrate those things. Like, well done, you put that cash aside or transferred it from like into your savings account. Let's celebrate that, because those small steps will be the reason it happens in the end. And same with the health. Like, let's celebrate that we chose to have, I'm not sure, broccoli or cauliflower instead of deep fried chips with dinner like this week or tonight. Like, let's celebrate those things, those small wins. And yeah, it's exciting. Let's get excited for the little things. Let's just make ourselves happy and be happy over the little things in life. Let's appreciate the small things in life. And I don't know, I just feel like it will really make you happy if you start focusing on these little things, or little positive things that happen throughout your day, no matter how small it is. Like, let's celebrate how amazing your coffee turned out this morning. I didn't get it stopped at any red lights this morning. Woohoo! Like, today's gonna be a good day. Let's just celebrate little things, no matter how silly they might seem. Just appreciate them. It's fine. Number 2, it's okay to outgrow other people. We are always changing. It doesn't mean you think you are better. You are just changing. And that's true. We are always growing, we are always changing, as we know, which is a great thing. I want to always be growing and changing. And if you can change, I think it's important to change with like your spouse if you can change and grow together. I mean, that's how you are going to last, because everybody is always changing. So being able to work together and change and grow together is a beautiful thing. But then certain maybe friendships, you might just totally grow apart, be completely different people. And of course you can be opposites and be best of friends, and then you can also be like identical and be best of friends. But sometimes there are certain people that it is okay to outgrow. Maybe they are stuck in some really bad or unhealthy habits, or things you just strongly just don't agree with, and that's okay. It's okay to disagree and still be friends. Of course, we should all have our own opinions and beliefs, but then it is also okay on the other hand to not be around those people anymore if it is affecting you or them or both of you. It could be a mutual agreement. It doesn't have to be a negative, toxic thing. It could just be like, hey, we're just really not enjoying our time together anymore. Maybe we should just stop this, and that's totally fine. Or maybe it is a toxic relationship or friendship with whoever it may be, a friend, a family member, a spouse, or anything. It is okay to leave them in the past if you feel like they are holding you down or just mentally like draining you or affecting you. I've met some people who are quite mentally draining, and I found myself, after being around them, I felt so tired because it was just constantly draining and negative. And of course I'm going to support people like in my friendships. I just mean like when it's unhealthy, not in a healthy way, because everybody goes through ups and downs, and I think it's important to be there and stand there for people. Like, of course I will support them 100%, but I'm meaning in like a very toxic way that isn't supporting them. It's in a way that I don't know if that makes sense. That's making me sound like a terrible person. There will always be ups and downs, and I will always stand there and help people through that. So that's totally different. I'm just saying if they're like just overall affecting you in a terrible way, like maybe they're always trying to get you to do, I don't know, some really bad things, you don't have to choose to be around them anymore. And you don't have to feel bad for it. You don't have to explain that. You don't have to sit down and tell them, but you can. I think it is nice to be honest and open and not burn bridges and end it on good terms, but that doesn't always have to be a case. If it is so toxic to the point that you can't be around them, maybe you can't find yourself having that honest and open conversation with them. Maybe you just have to completely cut ties with them. And that's okay, because this is our own life. You're the one living it. We are not here to please and satisfy every single person and over-explain ourselves or anything. So don't feel bad if you need to do that. It's totally okay. And that can be hard to realize. Like, it can be hard to take that step. It can be hard to leave a toxic friendship or any kind of relationship. It can be extremely difficult. So if you can do that, maybe find some help. Obviously, if it's on a deeper level, like some sort of terrible toxic relationship, it can be very hard. You can feel like you're locked in that. So it is important to try and find support and get out of that, and that is very hard. But that's not what this video is about. It was just more like a general sort of reminder. It is okay, we're all growing, we're allowed to change, and that includes outgrowing other people. It doesn't even have to be like outgrow, maybe just either outgrow, or we could separate ways, whatever it may be. 3, it's okay to let go of anyone holding you back. So that sort of goes with number 2, but more in a way that if you feel like they are holding you back, like more like trying to get you involved into bad habits or bad things, or just, it is okay to not want to do that and do something else instead with your life, or go down a different path than those people. It's totally fine. Number 4. Oh my gosh, I can't count. Well, this is the same as number 1. I didn't read over this before I sat down to make this video. I just wrote them all down the other day, and now like a lot of them are the same thing. It just says small habits make a big transformation. Yeah, so I've already spoken about this, but I guess talking about it in a health way, because I have here like learning about like food and mindset and things like that, and like moving. I guess I'll like speak about that a little bit more, more with like a health kind of section, like topic. If you were at your beginning of your health journey, remember small steps do add up. It can be very difficult to get into an active routine or a healthier eating routine. And literally the way I started was by just stretching at the end of the night. Like, I wasn't sweating in my stretches. It was only for I think about 10 minutes. I was just stretching during my rest time just to get used to the movement, like for my body, just to get myself used to moving. And I always went on my walks, even when I was like, before I was like, when I was really unfit, I was still always a walker. But I just started introducing that, and then I started introducing like cycling at home. I just bought like an exercise bike for home, and then slowly added up different things over like into my workout over time, make them longer and then harder, and then you get fitter, and then you can add more and or change it up or do the same thing. Yeah, and the same with food, small steps. Cut out one thing or portion it. You can still have like some chips, maybe just start having half a packet instead of a whole packet at the end of the night. And small things add up. And research foods, because we can be so tricked by what we think is healthy. In reality, like certain things aren't actually healthier. Like some things in the health aisle aren't even healthier than like just having a packet of normal chips. And yeah, it's really important to research what you consider healthy, and you will learn a lot. I honestly learned a lot through TikTok, and I know that's not ideal, but I really did. Just how to read the back of packets and what's in things, and yeah, it's a long journey, but you will learn so much, and it's really exciting, and it will probably really interest you and blow your mind, like a lot of these things. Number 5. Oh, half the paper's gone. Okay, I can see it, sort of. Realize. I love this one. I've heard a few people say it, and I really love it, and I've loved being saying it. I can't speak today. I'm not feeling myself today, but that's okay. I'm here, I'm filming, and I love filming. This really makes me happy and distracts me from anything, and I'm so happy. Realize there is enough room at the table for everybody. The world wants to give everything to everybody, and I love that. There's just something about that is so precious, so sweet. It puts my mind at ease. It makes me feel like a really kind person. I don't know why, but it's true. There is enough room for everybody at the table. Just because somebody else is succeeding doesn't mean like that you can't succeed too. Be happy for them. Don't be jealous, because why be jealous? You can both succeed. Everybody can succeed together, no matter what it may be. We can all do it. We can all be happy. We can all have a wonderful life, a wonderful journey. We can all do it. So there's no point being jealous or upset. There's room for everybody. Just because someone else is doing amazing doesn't mean you can't be doing amazing too. What's stopping you? Why can't you be doing that as well? Everybody can be. So let's all just be happy for one another and cheer each other on, including ourselves. We can all be there. There is enough room at the table for everybody. Put it out in the world. The universe wants to give it. It's unlimited, and we can all have it. I don't know what else to say, but I just really love that like saying or phrase. I don't know, it just brings me so much peace and so much happiness, and I really, really enjoyed that. And every time I hear that or I remember that saying, I just, it gives me like chills every time, and I really love it. And that's pretty much all. There weren't as many as I thought. I probably should have read over them a bit more, but this is what this is. My channel's just raw, we know this, just little chit chats, and yeah, that's me just chatting about that today. So I really hope you guys enjoyed that. I really want to start vlogging. So I'm really enjoying these sit down videos, and I will continue doing them like from where I'm aware at the moment. I would love to still continue these. I really like them. I like sitting down. It feels like a little diary or a little catch up session with a friend, a little chit chat. I really love it. I know I say it in every video, but it's true. Like, I really feel like that. But I'm really excited to start dipping my toes into vlogging. So I have ordered like a stick to hold my phone with a light on it as well that will help like stabilize it, and obviously with the lighting. And then because I'm still recording just on my phone camera, I will start researching cameras to buy, which I will use for the sit down video too. So yeah, I would love recommendations on. Hey guys, so my camera just cut out during my goodbye at the end of this video, as I was just talking about, hi baby, say hi. I'm still, my baby's here. As I was just saying, to leave me recommendations for a camera to buy, which is really funny and ironic because it came up saying storage full in my phone, so I had to quickly go through and delete a couple of like old videos and stuff in like my deleted folder I found and stuff. So that's kind of funny, and maybe that's a sign to say, yes Arizona, go and order a camera now, because you cannot keep filming on your phone because you need space, and I'm sure a camera will make my quality a lot more better. So that's really funny, ironic, and I'm really taking that as a sign to definitely buy a camera. And this will also be a tester to edit my videos now, because I've just had to film two, because I just quickly skimmed over that video and I really liked it, and I didn't want to just film that whole thing again. So this will be a tester. I'll be adding two videos together, and I will need to start doing that editing anyway. And like, if I want to start vlogging, I'm going to need to find an editing software. I don't even know what they're called. See, I'm such a beginner. I don't know anything about this stuff. So I'll be definitely doing research on cameras to buy, editing tools to download on the computer if I want to start vlogging, which I really want to start vlogging. So this was just a sign that I need to start doing these things anyway. So this will be my first tester to edit my video and get a system going. And I'm really excited because I feel like it will make my videos a lot better. And I know it will still be raw and just genuine, like casual chit chats, but just including some more things like vlogging, we'll test it out. But I think having an actual camera will really help with the quality, and I'm just really excited for this journey and improving my like setup here and the footage quality. I don't know, I'm assuming that will include like getting a mic and stuff like that. So I'm really excited to improve the quality of my future videos. But for now, this is my outro. So thank you again for joining me, guys, and I hope you have a beautiful day. And thank you for joining me. I hope it made you smile or helped you in some sort of way, whether it be one person and it just made you smile for one moment of your day. I really hope that happened. And until next time, goodbye.